Hello, welcome to another episode of Jaegermoto. As you may see, this may not be the regular broadcasting that we usually do here, but we wanted to take a moment of our day, of what's left of it, and review some equipment. Alongside us, we got
Jimmy, J2 Wheels. Follow me on social media, on my TikTok and Instagram. You already know Jaegermoto. We're gonna be reviewing helmets, gloves, boots, all that good jazz.
Yeah! Anyways, back to what we're talking about. So, as you have not noticed, unless you're in Georgia, the weather is horrible. We have not been really riding as much. We just got back into the grind about a week ago. And yeah, if that. And we really haven't popped the cameras out to record anything other than 360 videos. I can throw a little clip in here. Anyways, yeah, so we're gonna review a little bit of the things that we've been using. We haven't really been talking about it much. Yeah, other than that, we're gonna start off with from top to bottom.
The stuff that protects your good old noggin.
Helmet. I thought you weren't slamming it.
It's designed for me to fall at 100 miles an hour and live. I think this is not gonna really do shit to it.
So here we have what we like to call the noggin protector. The chrome dome.
Head.
Tell them what you...
So, what I'm rocking with right now is the Shoei X15. I got the matte black. Got this about a year ago, a little bit after it dropped. I was recommended by the guys working at Cycle Gear to definitely get this helmet if I want to get something that's light, comfortable, really good when it comes to protection, and stylish. I do like the teardrop design that it has in the wing. So this is actually my second helmet. My first helmet was a Dookie, really Dookie fucking Harley helmet. But ever since I got this helmet, I've kind of stuck with Shoei. I looked at Alpines, R10s, and all that good stuff, but this is just kind of my niche right now, and I kind of want to get another one. But this is my setup with the dark tinted visors right here. I got my cargo system right here. Got my little chin flappy wind protector. All the good vents up front, up top. Fits well. It broke in pretty quick. I'd say within like the first couple days, the pad started to break in a little bit. But it's a great helmet. Would recommend. It's kind of pricey compared to other helmet companies and brands, but don't touch my shit. But it's definitely worth the price. I mean, you never want to cheap out with protection, especially when it comes to riders. Don't be cheap on that. It's not worth saving a couple dollars when you can just pay the extra, and then worst case scenario, God forbid you do fall, it's gonna take care of you.
What categories here? Comfortability, 0 out of 10.
Oh, 9.
Aerodynamics, 0 out of 10.
10.
Wind noise, 0 out of 10.
7. Okay, so I'm gonna let y'all know right now. This is a race helmet.
Both of these are.
These are not designed to be quiet. Okay, there's like a lot of vents open up around you for better flow and better air. It's going to be a little bit louder. Granted, my speakers and my cardo, I can blast it, you know, and I can tune out the air, but you do notice the wind noise when you're going like over 40, 50, definitely 60 miles an hour. 7. Now, styling, easily 10. I think it's one of the best looking helmets. It's subjective, of course, but to me, definitely one of the best looking helmets. Pricing. Yeah, 7.5.
7.5 being bad?
7.5, like, to me, okay.
Let these people know, Jimmy.
Think of the average Joe that starts riding, they want to get into riding, and they look at helmets. Looking at the price, this is about $990, almost $1,000 with taxes and everything else. That's a pretty scary number to look at when you're buying a helmet, especially like if you don't look at, you know, the important things like ECE, snow, DOT, all that good stuff. You think $1,000 bucks? Fuck that. Go to Amazon, get my $45 little half shell, and call it a day. But like I said, it's one of these things where you don't want to cheap out on. You pay to play. You
get what you pay for.
You do.
Moving on. Here we have the AGV Pista GPRR. As you guys may know, I like to try on a lot of different helmets. during my time of my YouTube channel being a thing. I have rocked the HJC Alpha 1N. This is actually my second Pista. I've had the Scorpion R1, and then the Bell DLX Flex Star. Am I missing one? Oh, I've tried the KYT TT Course, the AGV K1, and then my very first helmet, Dookie Water, rock. Never do it again. Anyways, moving on. The AGV Pista, it's a very great helmet. Aerodynamic, 10. Wind noise, 10 being the worst.
Oh, I was about to say what?
No, 10 being the worst, like it's bad. Like on the highway, I can listen to my music, but it does not come with without the side of tinnitus, you know, that accompanies it. I rock the dark visor, but this dark visor, for some reason, the way AGV makes it, I'm touching my visor, but I'm gonna clean it with my greasy hands. Funny enough, we ride at night with these, and I can see like it was a clear visor. Don't recommend. Don't do what I do at home. But I do ride it like that, and I can easily just see everything at night. I do have the Pack Talk Edge on mine. Greatly recommend. Now, what I will say is, it does come with a chin curtain, but you do have to cut out the pads. I've said this multiple times. You have to cut out the pads on these Pistas to get your speakers to like be as loud as they usually would be without it being a Pista.
And that's why they suck.
You know, this one can come out with the cutouts for the speakers, but this one does not. So this one I had to cut the pads. That one, he does not.
Untouched. Just pull the pads, put your speaker, put it back on, you're good to go.
Yeah.
Now,
the clout.
I will say this. AGV, the Pistas are real close when it comes to styling to the X15. I like how the Pistas look.
Yeah.
Okay. I like the liveries, especially. Some of the special editions you get are pretty tough. The price? Just God.
Oh, okay. Back it up. You need a wristband to get in this one. If you want to get helmets like this at a cheaper price, there is a website called daisukiracing.com. You can go there, find your helmet. They usually have them at a cheaper price than most of your retail stores would. And if you use my code down below, Jaegermoto, then you get money off. I got this helmet for a whopping $900. And then when you look at the AGV website, this helmet is still on sale for about $1,300. So yeah, go give Daisuke a good visit. They've helped me out a lot. And we've actually have a little bit more gear that we're gonna review here that comes from that website, and we've saved a lot of money on it.
Because I was able to get my riding boots.
Yeah!
This code through Daisuke, and it was fucking awesome.
Yeah!
You can ask him. He was probably watching me trying to debate on even pulling the trigger on these boots.
But we pulled it, both of us.
I pulled the fuck out of that trigger with tears in my eyes.
Yeah. We, bam!
Now,
twice!
You want to review these real quick?
All right, so here what we got, for those of you who do not know what these are the Alpine Stars. I said it for you.
Thank you.
The Alpine Stars, Super Tech R's. Now, if you don't know, these are track boots, but as many of you might see or might not have seen, these pop out on TikTok, YouTube, everywhere. Everybody's wearing them. They're selling out like crazy. Super hard to find. I'm actually looking at a blue pair right now because I like these so much, but I want a different color as well. And they're sold out. Sadly,
for a good reason.
For a good reason. They are sold out for a good reason. Now on Daisuke, they will be back on order July 18th. So if you're interested, stay aware and be ready for that because they might sell out quick again. As you guys can see, we're rocking the same boot, so there's really no reason for two different reviews. We're gonna just talk about them. Obviously, you see we have different colorways, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah, so with these boots, I kind of had my first boots. They were the Sedicis, whatever the fuck they were called. I don't know. They were Sedici boots, and they were cheap. And I was like, cool. I got actual boots that I can ride with. They lasted me all of like maybe 8 months before they started falling apart. So I decided to end up buying these, and I'm not gonna lie, this right here alone is really clutch. It'd be like the inner sock or shoe, however anybody want to call it. You put these on, you strap them up with your little tab right here, and you pull them tight, and then you just slide your foot into the boot, zip it up, and call it a day. Now, he tells me that it's not really what it's designed for. I see the convenience as if you want to ride with these in public, right? Take these out. If you have a bag, put them in there and walk with these. It looks funky, but they're comfortable to walk in. I'm pretty sure they're designed to be like that. He's saying no, but I did them. I walked around for a little bit and it was comfortable.
We're gonna agree to disagree on that one. But as you guys can tell, this isn't just a sock that goes inside the boot. If you guys can't really tell, you guys see these right here. You guys see all this plating and all this protection. It's gonna stop your foot from moving. So what that does is basically it protects and also immobilizes your foot to an extent to, let's say, God forbid, you crash, you fall. That protects your ankle from either breaking, snapping, whatever it may be. And it also, it's just a separate part of the boot. So let's say your boot were to rip off.
I can show a demonstration.
If your foot were to rip off, like the boot were to, like this part, the outer shell were to rip off, you still got this for protection.
Jeez.
Oh my God, this microphone's going through it.
It's kind of a...
Sorry, we got Aquaphor in the brand.
Very dookie. So what he's talking about is ankle protection, right? This is no bueno. I'm fucking pulling, barely pulling and pushing on the side where the ankle would essentially roll if you were to fall, right? Get rid of that. This, I'm giving it a good push and tug.
As you can see, we're going through budget problems here with the table.
But
give us a break.
This really prevents your ankle from rolling. If you were to fall, and let's say the first thing that's gonna land is gonna be your fucking ankle or your foot, your ankle's not gonna stay here and fucking contort itself. It's gonna stay in place.
Technical difficulty, our camera was about to die. Anyways, back to what he was saying. So as you can tell, he was moving that Sedici boot back side to side with no real struggle whatsoever. Now, what also comes with this is the standard, just, you know, zipper up and down, whatever. And then it comes with this also to clasp it into place so that it's locked in. Alpine Star quality, baby.
The reason why they use a MotoGP.
Yeah, they are. I don't. Dionysian Alpine Stars are the only brands that I've seen being used. I mean, I'm sure there's other brands, but come on now. If the riders at the top level are using it, why shouldn't we?
The reviews.
All right. So price-wise, what would you say?
I give it a good, like, 8.
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
So it's not bad.
I say it's good. 8 out of 10 being good. So,
okay. Please.
The good thing is, like, Alpine's websites, right? You can get them for roughly, what, like $600?
Yes.
Give or take. There are other websites that sell these boots too, that you can use codes and discounts, or they have their own sales, and you can get it for $50 cheaper, $20 cheaper, whatever the case is. So it's not like you're stuck to one website to buy these boots. You can get them at multiple different websites.
The looks, I give that a 10 out of 10.
100%.
These boots look insane. This boot specifically, the all red and then the red, white, and black, they look insanity.
They're extreme, like comfort wise, these are like honestly a 9. Extremely comfortable. Now, when you first get them, obviously you got to break them in. They're stiff and they're awkward. Once you break them in, super comfortable. Now, I will say at first, when I first put these on, shifting was kind of awkward for me because I have a MotoGP setup. So sliding my foot under to kick up was kind of awkward. Oh, hello. It's in my way.
You couldn't see yourself.
It was kind of awkward.
Here, a little bit more this way.
Please, make some space for me. Yeah, it was kind of awkward, but when they broke in, I got used to them pretty quick. And honestly, these might be the only boots I might commit to from here on out. There are other styles I want to get to at some point, but I'm gonna ride these out for a hot minute because the white, red, and the black up front to me just looks gorgeous.
Now, I will say, right, there are cheaper boots that you can get that provide the exact same protection without breaking your bank up to $534.
Boy, you'd be a loser, honestly, because I was a loser once. I was a dork, a geek, a fucking nerd.
If you are starting off as a rider, you don't have to break your bank with $500 boots. You can go get the Sedicis for a little bit. They'll last you, like he said, they lasted him 8 months before they started getting flimsy and all that. It's a good little way to get into it without having to break the bank.
Damn. Fuck. All right.
1, 2, 3.
Come on. There we go.
All right.
Put that on there. Why not?
All right.
All right. So these are the Alpine Stars SP8 Gauntlet gloves. I just got these with my boots roughly 3 weeks ago. I was running these exact actual Alpine Star gloves. I don't know what exactly styling these are called.
I don't either.
But
a lot of people have them. That's all we know. They're at Cycle Gear. They're literally in a bin. There's hundreds of them.
A lot of them. They're comfortable. They work just fine. But I wanted to get gauntlet gloves because he made a good point to me that it's always good to have gauntlet gloves, especially that, you know, we're not speed demons by no means, but falling at 80 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour is still gonna fucking hurt. So maximum protection is definitely worth it. These gloves, we'll say, are fantastic. You have very nice, I believe these are Kevlar knuckle paddings. They are solid. I'm talking about you can't even like move these for shit. So you are definitely well protected with these.
Fun fact, the #1 injury that riders have when they fall is the pinky. They be breaking that.
And guess what? You have a stitching across your ring finger to your pinky to keep them together, so it doesn't fucking rip off or break sideways, or what the case is.
I'm gonna have to bleep every single thing you're saying.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But great glove. You have Velcro right here. You have a second set of Velcros right here to keep it tight on your wrist. It's really comfortable, honestly. Like, it honestly didn't feel that long to have to break it, man. I think within like 15 minutes of me just squeezing in and out, it broke in just fine.
Now these gloves, so as he said, right, these are a little bit cheaper, kind of crazy for the price. I'd give it like a 10, no, I'd give it like a 9 or 8 for being the worst pricing for a pair of just regular riding gloves. Comfortability wise, these are super comfortable, straight out of the store. You can wear them and ride them like they didn't need to get broken in. And the ventilation is amazing on these. Like, you can literally open your hand while you're riding, just stick it to the side of the bike, and the wind just goes right through. You can feel everything. Now there's a caveat to that. With that being said, because they're so breathable and they're so like easily broken in, the protection that you can get from gauntlet gloves is not here. You're gonna get protected, yes, but I've heard bad stories about these just ripping and falling apart as soon as people fall. Now, me and him ride in these, but we ride in these when we're just going quick little places here and there, quick little chill rides, nothing crazy. Cheaper isn't always better, so I'd rather be uncomfortable just a little bit with these gloves and be protected rather than being comfortable and then lose a finger or two.
And I'm not gonna lie, honestly, when you wear these gloves, it's like plus 10,000 aura. Like, realistically, like when you're just riding and they see these gloves on you, people are just thinking like, dude, these guys are like the wow, they must be like real racers. Nah, dude, I just overpaid for like some cool gloves so I can look cool as fuck.
Bleep again. This brand is just now starting out. You guys might see it on Instagram, TikTok, here and there. It's called Saint. They decided to branch out and make these gauntlet gloves for us hooligans. And they came out with these all white pair of Saint gloves. Now, these are insane. From the box, straight out of the box, they're like these. Already broken in. Like, I didn't even have to wear them that many times to get comfortable. Super comfortable. Now, what I will say is they do not have the stitching from the pinky to the ring finger like the Alpine Stars do. The knuckles are carbon fiber. You can literally tell by looking at them. Can you tell?
It smells like carbon fiber.
Looks like carbon fiber. It must be carbon fiber.
Has to be carbon fiber.
It has to be. It does have the, you know, the standard double strap, one over your wrist and then the one that goes over at the very bottom to cinch everything down. It is iPad and touchpad, whatever the hell you want to call it, friendly, because it has the two little black thumb and index fingers. Great glove. It was $100. I got it for Christmas, so for me it was cheap, free. I do recommend these. I do not have a code for these, so they're $100.
Now, I will say this, if you do see some of our videos, there are videos that we are riding with t-shirts. Now, we don't condone, obviously, you know, we don't ever recommend people to ride, you know, with no protection. We believe that you should always wear protection, wear your riding pants. Definitely invest in riding pants. It can be very expensive depending on the website you go to. I know MBT sells their pants for like almost like, what, 700 bucks, 600 bucks.
Yeah.
But they're a reputable brand that people do buy, and they're pretty, like, it has pretty good protection. We have riding jackets. We can do a review on that some other time. You did not just shit all over my face right now. Dude, oh my God. What was wrong with you? You sicko! God! We have riding jackets that we can review down the line. Jackets for you aren't your niche. There are hoodies, very stylish hoodies that you can get that have the same amount of protection, the same armor and everything else. I mean, you can get like a full, what is it, like a body armor suit.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a top half where you have like just put it over your shirt and it's just sleeved up with pads across your chest, abdomen area. Back.
I will say you look goofy.
You look like a pogue.
If you wear that, wear under your clothes, people.
Don't get a race suit and put a hoodie over it either. That's weird.
And you're gonna die of a heat stroke even more.
Yeah.
Like you already can't breathe, and now you're putting a hoodie.
It just doesn't make no sense. Like if you're gonna spend like $2,000 on a race suit and you're gonna put a $20 hoodie over it, like what's the point?
Like, show it off.
Honestly.
Like let people know you got that bread.
We're not here to judge. Just an opinion.
We listen and we don't judge.
Just saying. But we're protection.
I mean, we're having a lot of fun out here in Georgia. The weather is getting really good. The weather was really bad about a week and a half ago. It was raining so bad. We couldn't even, like, as soon as we got off work, pouring. Like, we couldn't even do anything. So, as long as the weather keeps holding up, we're going to provide more content for you guys. Me and Jimmy plan on going to Florida for 4th of July. And once we do that, we'll be able to record another video down there. And yeah, it'll be myself, Jimmy, and Bailey will be in the video again. You guys know good old Bailey. He's a YouTube channel oldie. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do you have anything else you want to talk about, rant about?
What's the hate on Jixers? I want to know this.
Yeah.
This is a valid question.
Yeah, because I have one now. And I used to not hate on.
He got it because of me.
All right, whatever.
But I'm noticing like this huge trend, and I feel like it's just a forced hate. Because like, I will say there are some like Suzuki bikes that are kind of like dog water. I know like the smaller class, like the Suzuki or the GSX R250 or the GSX 250 is a piece of dookie bike. It's been notorious for being just underpowered, overpriced, overweight. I get that. The Gixxer's in the 600 class, in 1,000 in the liter class. Okay, bang for buck, ain't no wrong getting a Gixxer. All right, I personally don't want to spend $29,000, $30 for a triple RSP. I don't want to spend no $19, $20 for what in RSP 4, 1100 factory. You get the same performance, a very tunable bike, which I think aftermarket is a little bit cheaper on Suzuki too than most companies. I could be wrong. Not hating on any other company, but what is the hate? It makes no sense to me.
It doesn't make sense to me either. Suzukis are known for being one of the most reliable bikes out there in the market.
They were championship winners.
They do not have as many problems as you hear all these other companies have. Now granted, I was a Yamaha boy for the longest. I'm transferring over to Suzuki and being able to ride my 600 for as long as I have been now, realizing that at the exact same amount of miles that my Yamaha had, my Suzuki has that now, and it's still going stronger than ever. So I don't know what the hate is, people.
I think y'all need to stop hating.
It's time to grow up and learn to just ride the ride and love each other.
Respect all builds.
Now, if you like this video, comment, like, subscribe. And if you want to see us again do another video, let me know. Enjoy your day, ride safe, be smart, don't do nothing I wouldn't do and he wouldn't do, which isn't much. Have a great day.
If you don't comment, we're still gonna make another video. Don't matter.
Yeah.
We're here to
like
stay.
This.
We are here to stay. We like this.
Alright, anyways. Ride smart, be safe, love you guys, and it's another Jaeger Moto video.
Yeah!